Imagine this. Every single day, 2 million Kenyan shillings leaves the coffers of the Kenyan taxpayer, not for hospitals, not for schools, not for roads, but for printing paper. Yes, printing. That's the latest revelation from Controller of Budget Margaret Nyakang'o, and it has left the country asking, what exactly is going on inside Kenya's State House?
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Hebu nione kwa mkono. Bwana Yesu asifiwe.
The report shows that out of 4 billion Kenyan shillings budget for the executive office of the president, 817 million shillings was swallowed up by printing in the last financial year. Let's put that into perspective. Per day, 2.2 million Kenyan shillings. Per hour, 91,666. Per minute, 1,527 shillings, and per second, State House spent 25.45 Kenyan shillings, and per microsecond, 0.000025 shillings. That means before you even finish listening to this sentence, thousands of shillings are gone on paper and ink. So what exactly is being printed? According to the report, government policies, executive orders, directives, proclamations, performance contracts, weekly press statements, crisis communications, regional media forum documents, and let's not forget the glossy invitation cards for State House guests.
Mshaamua? Mnasemaje? Ati mnasemaje Kiambu?
Ni 2 term, si 2 term. Kwa hivyo nikisema Harambee mnasema 2 term Harambee. Harambee. Harambee.
But the story doesn't stop there. The president's office also spent 1.9 billion Kenyan shillings on administration, 750 million Kenyan shillings on leadership and coordination, and a staggering 1 billion Kenyan shillings on advisors. Yes, just advisors. Let's break that down. If we assume 30 advisors shared 1 billion Kenyan shillings in 1 year, that means each advisor cost taxpayers 33.3 million Kenyan shillings annually. In real time, per day, per advisor, about 91,000 Kenyan shillings. Per hour, per advisor, 3,800 Kenyan shillings. And per minute, per advisor, 64 shillings. And per second, per advisor, 1.06 Kenyan shillings. Multiply that by 30 advisors and you get about 32 Kenyan shillings every second drained from the taxpayer just to maintain advisory services. Now place this against another backdrop. The alleged siphoning of 17 billion Kenyan shillings from the eCitizen platform, money that should have been strengthening digital government services. Or even bigger scandal, the alleged 63 billion Kenyan shillings lost at the Social Health Authority, cash that was supposed to finance universal health care. Think about that. While Kenyans line up in hospitals without medicine, while eCitizen services crash during peak use, billions are vanishing per minute, per second, per microsecond. At the very same time, State House is burning through 2 million Kenyan shillings a day on printing and millions more on advisors. And then there's the construction, refurbishment of the president's office alone, which cost 399 million Kenyan shillings, part of an ongoing project that has already consumed over 1.2 billion Kenyan shillings. Work is only 66% complete and the final bill isn't expected until 2027.
E-housing, we must do it. Imagine Singapore was like Kenya 60 years ago. Today in Singapore, 95% of people are homeowners. They are in the first world. In Kenya, it is the opposite. 7 million people are living in slums. We are in the third world. We are going to change this country. Believe you me. Hii nchi tutaibadilisha. We have what it takes as a nation. There is no reason why we cannot catch up with Singapore, Malaysia, South Korea. There is no reason we can catch up with them if we just make the right decisions. And I'm going to go out of my way to make sure we make those decisions.
At a time when Kenyans are grappling with high food prices, fuel taxes, shrinking incomes, these figures sound less like governance and more like a grand haste.
Ni fire, si fire! Ni fire, si fire!
The report raises one uncomfortable but urgent question. If billions can vanish from eCitizen and SHA, and millions can evaporate daily in State House, is austerity just a speech? Is Singapore just a speech for cameras? Or is Kenya watching the greatest political performance of its time?
Our expenditure is what has driven us to where we are today. So we must cut down on our expenditure. We must rationalize. We must make it much more efficient. We must deal firmly and decisively with pilferage and wastage and theft and the so evident corruption. We must firmly and decisively deal with it. It is the only way we are going to deliver the services that the people of Kenya expect of us, manage their taxes well, cut down on expenditure, reduce on borrowing.
Sisi hapa chini tunajua Ruto ni yule akitaka bili ipite anaita members of parliament State House asubuhi. Anawapatia mayai boiro, madazi chemsha, mahindi chemsha. Wakishamaliza anafanya vile anawafanya, wanatoka huko wakiwa excited, wanatupata bunge, wanapitisha na kwaya, na hiyo maneno inaisha. In 2 minutes wanakuanga wamemaliza hiyo shughuli. If really members of parliament are corrupt, who calls them to State House whenever there is a bill that he wants passed? Who summons them in State House? By the way, who hosts them in State House? His State House ni ya nani? Si ni yake. So he should actually tell us who is wherever there is a power of supply and demand, the two has to go in hand in.
What do you think? Drop your comments. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.